Hey Saber fans, welcome back and thank you for stopping by to check out this new amazing Saber I just finished. So this was a custom commission based off of the Hellraiser movie series. Original one came out in 1987, but this specific Saber is based off of the main villainous character in the movie series, which is Pinhead. Really cool character, pretty scary. He's got these pins that are all popping out of his head, hence the name Pinhead. And so he's a really cool horror character. I've never actually done a Saber based off of a horror character or that whole genre of movie series. I've been asked in the past to do one based off of Jason, but it just never came about. So this is actually a first one that I've done, and I think it just really came out amazing. One of the things when I was trying to come up with if Pinhead was wielding a saber around as a Sith Lord, what would it look like? And I try to mix the two together because he really doesn't have a weapon per se in the movie. There's chains that he uses and stuff like that. But so I was thinking that a mace would be an appropriate kind of saber that he would wield around if he needed to smash his foes or take down an enemy. A saber would be a mace would be a very good saber design for him to use. But one of the things that the customer wanted incorporated was the puzzle box. So that was a little bit of a challenge to get that to fit in here into the overall design, but I think it works really well in the pommel section down here. The only reason it was a little bit of a challenge is because it is a square box, so I didn't want to change that dimension of it. I wanted to keep it as a square box because it is the puzzle box. So that really works, I think, well with in the pommel section. So if you're not familiar with my sabers, inside is the all-in-one Proffie 2.2 chassis. Comes with a full 36-inch megapixel blade. The chassis is completely removable. We have our magnetic switch here. So let's go into the design. So this one was printed with my new resin printer. It's a 100% one solid piece, so this actually has a really good weight to the top of it. Completely solid. There's no with printing a 3D print, you can do different variations of percentage of how you want to do the infill of the print, but I like to do mine at 100%, so it is one solid piece, and it adds that weight too and that saber feel. So that's what this one is as well. So with the mace design here on the emitter, you have these cool spikes here. And I think once again the paint really came out amazing on this. Has really weathered it up, of course, because of the character. I want to get that feel of him into the saber, so I really wanted a heavy weathering on this. So you can see all the silver here on the corners and the grooves to bring out these edges. You got some of the brown in here for rust down here on the edges here, and then I left all these pit marks here, which I really think it really adds to the design too, adds to the weathering and then to the character, because he does have pins popping out of his head. So I think these kind of pit marks in here really adds to to the emitter section. So all wrapped around a 1-inch steel core. So back here you have the blade retention screw. Moving down, you have the retention screw for the chassis. You just remove that, and then the whole chassis slides out right through the emitter section, so you can charge the battery. Also have access to the SD card as well. Our removable magnetic switch. Just really love the paint job on this too. I think this kind of comes out and just almost has like a burn look to it. Down to the 100% genuine leather wrap. I don't think I've used this one in the past, but this has a really great texture to it. It has a cool weathered look to it and feel as well. Down to the pommel, so you can see here, this is the puzzle box. Did this gold dry brushing over top to bring out all the edges so you can see all the details in the puzzle box. Came out really cool. Added some gold down here to the pommel to blend it all in. So with the Proffie board, you have the smoothswing. You have a whole bunch of fonts on here. So this one is a modified font for to add some quotes and stuff like that, and you'll hear it once I fire it up here. You can hear this really cool ominous hum sound, chains in the background. One of the key things with the Pinhead character. So you hear that's a couple of the lines that he says from the movie. So let's put a blade in here so you can see that all lit up. Alright, so we have the blade installed. Super easy to do. Just slide it in. Put a little bit of tension on the pogo pins inside. And then just tighten down that retention screw and you're all good to go. So let's fire it up so you can hear the boot sound.
Pain has a face. Allow me to show it to you.
So I went with a very unstable blade with this one. So if you see there, you got this base flare here and then fires up to this red unstable blade. Lock up. That is your force effect sound. And of course you have backtracks. And then can still fire up the saber. Love adding the backtrack in there when the saber is fired up. Just kind of really brings you into the movie. So there is a Pinhead Hellraiser inspired saber. Really appreciate you guys stopping by to check out this really cool, amazing saber. Hope the customer enjoys this one. I think he will. And like I said before, there are so many sabers I have coming out. I've been working on about 5 sabers at this time, so definitely come back, subscribe, like this video. I really appreciate it. Many more sabers coming out, and like I said in the past, I do have a huge reveal coming down. It's getting closer and closer by the day, so please subscribe so you don't miss it. It's going to be a first for me here at Blue Force Sabers, so I'm really going to be happy to showcase that, and I hope you will as well. So as always, take care and God bless.